Hi guys, and welcome to Scotland. I'm on my way to do the North Coast 500. It's something I've been planning on doing now for a few months, and it's finally come time to do it. It's the third week of June. It's actually Father's Day today. I set off at 7:45 this morning. It's now 1:50, so I've had a nice leisurely trip up here with a couple of stops. It's quite nice, nothing too strenuous. Oh, I love these roads. I've not been up here for a few years. It's good to be back on them. Here we go, we're into Tyndrum. And the green Welly stop is on the right in a minute, I think. Here we go. That was nice, just a nice little stretch of the legs there. Here we go, the first proper mountains. I love seeing that mountain in front of me. It's the first sign that you're entering the Highlands. It's a great feeling. It's the first mountain that goes, wow. It's just absolutely huge in comparison to the other ones around. The idea of this trip is to, to do the North Coast, do the North Coast 500 route, and also to do it on a budget if I can do. So I've got a few hostels booked and also a hotel in Wick for the, I think it might be the third night. Apparently Glencoe was down there. Just coming through Bridge of Orkney now. The bridge is a little bit further up, and then once you cross that you really are into the Highlands then, up onto the tops with amazing views. Not that the views down here aren't amazing, but it really has a different feeling when you're up there. I think this is the straightest bit of road I've seen in a long time. I hope that's cloud on the mountain. It does look a little bit like rain though. If it is, so be it. That's what Scotland's known for, it's rain, it's weather. We've had a few good weeks in the UK recently, and obviously sod's law, as soon as I decided to come to Scotland it turned a little bit nasty down at home. As soon as I'm up here though, it's cleared up a little bit, and at the moment it's just right for riding, not too hot. And luckily at this moment in time not wet, but even if it is, so be it. Here we go, there's the bridge. You probably won't be able to see it on the GoPro, but it's off there in the distance at the base of that hill, that mountain. Oh, it's just started spitting. That's about standard as we enter the Highlands here. Across the bridge we go. Yeah, I think it's been mentioned several times before, but it is a very substantial structure for what it actually is. In a minute, if memory serves, there's a hairpin. Yes, there we go. Let's go down a couple of gears for this one. That's one nice thing about sat-nav, you can actually see the road ahead of you sometimes before you even get there. So when you can't see what's coming, hello sir, hello, it can be a great help sometimes. And there's the first spectacular view of the holiday. There's the popular stop-off spot. I think the Missenden Flyers stopped right where that caravan was when he came up here the first time. $18 miles left. This is the start of the Glencoe road. Obviously Glencoe is a little bit further down. First hardy cyclist of the trip. I love this stretch here. A few years ago, when I came up here, I spent quite a long time with my camera just down on the banks here, just trying to capture the mountains over on the left there. It was quite spectacular at the time. I'll see if I can find that photo and put it up on screen for you. Hopefully I get a chance to leapfrog all these guys. Oh wow, there's a lot of buffeting here. Could do with getting rid of him as soon as possible. We're getting closer. We're getting closer to that lorry. Hello, sir. Hello. Wow, look at that view. Oh, some nasty skid marks there. Probably looking at the nice view and gone off the road. Oh dear. Oh, just realised what I did then, no pun intended. I love that mountain. Buccleuch Moor, just over there on the left. Quite a famous house just on the left there as well. A few more trees around it than the last time I was here. Oh yes, and Glencoe stairlift. Stairlift? Chairlift, that's the one. Just look at that, I love that mountain. Again, it was a few years ago, but I remember playing in this river down on the left. You probably can't see it on the camera, you might do in a minute. But playing in the river there with my camera, trying to get the nicest spot. Take a nice photo. Yeah, a few years ago I was very into my photography, both landscapes but also sports photography as well, mainly trials riding. I used to photograph for a magazine a few years ago, and I used to come up here every year. I think it was from 2006 to 2011 that I came up every year to photograph the Scottish 6-day trial, which was very nice. That was a nice holiday for a week. Here's another substantial bridge. Hello. Here we go, and we're coming up to Glencoe now. And if you're watching this video, you've probably watched some other videos of Scotland as well, Scotland trips. There's quite a few people now done the North Coast 500 on YouTube, but when you do come up here through Glencoe, if it's for the first time, it's just a wonderful experience. You sort of come around a couple of sweeping bends, then all of a sudden it's there in front of you. Keep having to check the camera. It started spitting again now, a little bit heavier than before. Sod's law. As soon as I put the camera on earlier on, I didn't have it on while I was on the way up, but within 5 minutes of me having it on, a fly landed right in the middle of it. So I'm just keeping an eye on that, making sure it's clean. and hopefully you'll be able to see everything. Oh no, there's the famous house. Sorry, I was mistaken. That's the White House that you see on quite a few photographs. If I can find it, I'll put mine up. Only 7 miles to go. Quite busy here today, not surprising. There's a lovely waterfall just on the left here in a moment as well, where the Missenden Flyer stopped. In fact, this bridge is actually reasonably new. I remember the first couple of times I came up here, they were actually building this bridge, and you came over the gap on basically scaffolding, which was quite a weird sensation. It was a bit nerve-wracking. But here we go, here's Glencoe. Hello. Wow, I love these mountains. Well, that's a shame, that's all boarded up now. That didn't used to be. Wow, it's very busy. So what did you think, Glencoe? Is it as spectacular as everybody says? 3 miles. Okay, I don't think the sat-nav is actually going to the exact point of where I need to be. It's just a rough area. Somewhere on the right there's a turning that I'll need to take, and it'll be hidden behind these trees on the right, the youth hostel, I think. I have to admit, I'm not too sure. It's a bit of an adventure. Ooh, the sat-nav has just run out. Well, even if we get to the village at the end here, I can always turn around. It's not too much of a problem. Yeah, it will be on the right here somewhere. Glencoe village, half a mile. Here we go. I think I'll go to the village and then turn around, I think. Let's turn right here. Let's see what's down here. I think it might be down there, but I'm going to pull up down here in a minute and just double check the address. Okay, I'm going to turn around, I think. Yeah, I definitely went too far. I got to the edge of the town and then found there was nowhere to pull over. So let's head back into Glencoe village. Okay, so I think I found my way now. I'm just going to use Google Maps for the last part of the trip here. It's just easier to navigate directly to a location than it is with the sat-nav. The sat-nav knows the postcode, but it doesn't know the exact building, which is where Google comes in. So hopefully it'll get me there. Well, this is nice scenery. Very quick change there from mountains to forest. Okay, so it's saying it's less than a mile away now. Oh wow. What a spectacular spot. Here we go, this looks a bit more familiar now. Before I came up here I did have a little look on Google Street View. And I think it's just up here on the right somewhere, a little bit further up. Here we go. This looks nice. Let's go check in and see what we're about for the night.